Now, I would like to introduce, first of all, Harry sir. 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 is director, CoolEdSys. He is the visionary who want to automate all schools of India by providing a comprehensive ecosystem for schools. His thoughts are enriched with his experience living in countries like USA, Japan, Australia, Thailand, Ireland, UK, Canada and Switzerland. CoolEdSys is an effort to bring complete automation to K-12 schools. Sir, I request you to come on the dais and please give your presentation.
The northern part, Delhi area around, we are providing services there. And then I received one invite where we said we are having one event in Nagpur. I was excited because I have heard a lot about this place, and especially because I know that 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 was also started from here, and I love 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲. So I had one like, already my mind was set in what is there in Nagpur. I visited here, I came here yesterday, started experiencing it. Okay, yeah, I don't know why it is still a question mark. Let's skip it and move to what is important for us, right? So the title of presentation may not be that important. And I'm not going to take a lot of time. So what we are going to talk, we're going to talk about the ecosystem pillars. We'll talk about business focus. We'll talk about parent collaboration, fee collection, top line elevation. Why CoolEdSys is not that important, I know. And then about CoolEdSys founder, but I think they have already talked about me, so the presentation won't take that long. Now, according to me, the school ecosystem is basically what we should have is the business focus. Then we should spend time on parent collaboration. Fee collection, extremely important. I'll talk about why I put fee collection here, and those who are running schools, I am very sure their one nerve of their brain must have started working. And then the top line elevation. So those who are from financial background or otherwise also, I think you will understand what top line is all about. I can see a few smiles already. So when we say business focus, right, when I am running a school, now normally I do all these things, right? I have to handle inquiries, admissions, then I've got staff, I take care of their roles, responsibilities, availability, okay? Then syllabus, attendance. So there are lots of things which as a owner of a school, right, I take care, right? Now, again, I know that time is limited, but all of you are familiar with the banking industry. At least you know there are lots of banks in place, okay? Do you know that nowadays banks are running purely on technology? Banks are just a tech play and nothing more than that. Does not matter which bank we are talking about. And in last few years, then we had lots of banks where those banks were merged, right? Those merger was made possible only because banks were using technology, okay? And as a founder of CoolEdSys, my vision is to take schools to the same level that we will say that schools are, the operations of schools are run by technology. There is one aspect that technology will not be able to replace soon. That is what should be your business focus, where a teacher has to go and impart knowledge to the students. I was just hearing 2 sessions ago, ma'am was talking about education should not be just about that teacher will say that I have taken a class, right? And all those who are the owners here, you should have some system in place where you can gauge whether it is just a class taken or the knowledge is also imparted. Okay, so that is what should be your prime focus. Rest, everything else should be handled by technology. And if you are not using technology to that effect, believe you me, in future you would be deemed redundant. Please guys, remember that, okay? So one is that let's have business focus only, put everything else to be done by technology. Now, another important aspect is parent collaboration. Now, whether it is you have to collaborate with parent about handling the student absenteeism, or you have to talk to them about events, news, child's progress, weekly intimation for automated student assessment. These are some of the areas which we have covered. But what I'm trying to convey here is that after 2 years of lockdown, students have come back to school. And please, the last 2 years, the maximum loss is incurred by students, is incurred by those kids who have been staying in house. I don't know how many of us have ever tried to understand. By some or the other means, we were still moving out and doing our work, right? But students were like house arrest. They're not able to move out, especially in that age where learning happens only when they move out. So students and their parents need a lot of collaboration from schools. It is going to help your school also to be into the good books of your parents, because believe you me, students need it at this time. And it is going to add more and more students if you are able to collaborate with the parents. Now, next is a fee collection. So I was talking to a few of us today. It's a most necessary evil interaction, right? In any industry, you do work, it's good, but when you talk of fee or you talk of any mechanism where payment has to be extracted, I know it's a negative interaction, right? And according to me, the owners of school, or from that point of view, you should avoid it. So that's why I'm saying that you have to avoid direct interaction with parents when you're talking about fee collection. Please give special importance to this statement, okay? And that's why I'm saying you have to follow the least interactive path for fee collection. What you should do, you should focus on automation, okay? Now, if you have interacted with banks, you receive calls, please clear your dues, right? I don't know how many of you have got school systems implemented where IBR are able to handle it. And what I am proposing is a system where, again, you have to stay away from fee collection as an individual, whether you are the owner or you are representing as teacher. You should have an automated system which gives a call to the parents and reminds them 2-3 days in advance that your fee is due. I'm calling from such and school. Please pay your amount. Believe you me, guys, this is going to help you improve your collection, and the negative interaction would be avoided. No school management system has ever done it because there is a cost to implement it. But according to me, if you really want to go at par with banks as far as technology is concerned, then better we start using that. Next is you can outsource fee collection. I don't know if anyone of you has ever tried it, but that is again an excellent measure where you can outsource complete fee collection to an agency. They would be responsible for, I know a few of you might be thinking, how is that possible? But that is how you should do. Again, please focus on your business and outsource all these things. Or third is only have your accounts team handle it. Never ever include your teachers in this scenario. Does not matter if you are a big school or a small school. Then what is this? This is top line elevation. So this is where now I think you will hear me better. The study abroad market, it's going to be a big market. I hope you all understand what I've written here, right? But currently it is ruled by, again, my apologies if you are from the same industry, but we have got money making or money minting agencies which are ruling this area currently, right? So if a student wants to go abroad and then he is in the hands of those fancy names that will make your career, who don't understand anything about the career. Now it's expected to be a market which is worth 550 million annually. This is the Indian scenario I'm talking about, okay? And if you again read, I mentioned it's a top line elevation slide here. Now this would need the qualified counselors. So normally what happens if I have to go abroad as a student, I am looking for someone to guide me. मुझे course कौन सा करना? You understand Hindi? Okay. So maybe which course do I want to do? Which country shall I go? How shall I proceed about it? It is a very large market where counselors would be needed, and we would have shortage of counselors here. Now, and again, the good thing for schools is that a large percentage of those schools are already belonging to your schools. Got it? So those students are from your schools. So those of you who really want to go ahead and capture this market, you should start working now. And the stats which I have written here, about 550, 570 million, this is expected for 2024. Okay? So this is a big pie which you can start gearing up for. Now, as I said, I won't take a lot of time on why CoolEdSys, and this is based on whatever experience I have got. So we are actually working on creating the most comprehensive school ecosystem. It's not only an ERP, it is highly underutilized term in my country. Now, according to me, ERP should not mean that I'm doing one module, I'm doing other module or the third module. No, that should not be the definition of ERP. ERP should be such that as a school, you focus only on the specific business which is imparting education to the students. Rest everything else should be handled by the systems. Then next is, we are saying it's highly adaptable. So you can choose whatever modules you want to use. And it's a vision forward. It's a, our objective is to top up the top line for schools. Okay. And it is extremely affordable. So this is, okay, so there is a credit of rupees 2 lakhs which is given to schools if they are going to implement this system. And this is only because we are so confident of our system that once you will start using it, the only thing you will have is, wow, it is an amazing system, nothing less than that. Okay. And again, this is the India's first school ERP where we have got integrated IVR. I hope we all understand IVR. IVR is where automated calls are made. You don't have to have your counselors or teachers do the calling. Okay. Then the inquiry enhancer is there. Recruitment. So as a school owner, if you are looking for teachers, you don't have to go to any other platform or depend personally on anyone. You can use the system, just go with your recruitment, with your vacancies. We have got the teachers which would be able to apply, and then here you go. And then it's a counselor platform. So since we are short of time, but you will soon realize that this counselor platform is going to be one of the largest market opportunity. And schools are, according to me, schools are the first fitment to grab this, because otherwise people will come from different spheres and they will say, we are going to provide you the counselors, we are going to handle all this, but students are with you, teachers are with you, why to give this opportunity to others? Okay. This is life at CoolEdSys, maybe less relevant and this is where I think I have been in this industry since 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝐴𝐴𝐶 days. So this is for those who understand the computer. So I have been in this industry for long. Don't want to spend a lot of time on this. In case anyone has any specific questions, they can email me here. Okay. So it's harry.singh@𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲.com. And that's my LinkedIn profile. Now, why I have mentioned all these things is only because the past experience that I have got during my association with all these companies, we have put all that and created a school ecosystem for all of you to try. And this is, personally I am saying all of you that if you use that system, you will really have that factor that this is the best school management system or the school ecosystem you have come across. Okay. And I think I'm in time, is that right? If there are any, do we have time for any specific questions? No.
I have 1 or 2 minutes left. Yes.
If you have any specific question, feel free to ask that, and I hope.
10 minutes.
No. Yeah.
ERP should be included the LMS also, where
Okay.
I feel it is a part of the school system.
Sure, very good. So I had queries in the morning also, that is LMS part of ERP or not? So the answer is yes, LMS should be part of it. And so sure, we will try to integrate LMS as a part of it. But going forward in future, LMS will not be utilized by normal schools, because it was only in last 2 years where we exclusively used LMS. In fact, those who adopted LMS, they are alive, those who said no to LMS, they are either struggling or they are like doomed. Okay. So, yes, go ahead.
No, NEP is talking about the blended learning,
Okay.
and LMS will remain there.
So I don't debate on this. You're right. But as far as imparting good education is concerned, I think it is imperative that rather than being dependent on using a system like LMS, we in fact force the other way around. Where in fact the other way around it is that the concept of 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐴 were there, so you have to send your kids there कि 4 साल तक वहीं रहे. Now it does not mean that parents don't love their kids. Believe you me, I am a father and I am also nurturing 2 daughters. Okay, but normally I think it happens. No, from mother side you feel that she loves, father doesn't love. But why? I'm telling you, it's important that all kids get everything. Only then they would be prepared to handle life in future. Anyway, so going back to that topic, I think we can make it part of it. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Hari sir. It was very wonderful presentation. Again, I would request Dr. Abdullah sir to come on the dais and please represent a token of appreciation from Time2Grow Media to Hari sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.